So I think the best thing what's the next action to take after someone listens to a podcast? And I've always wanted the next action for someone to take to be inspired to go and do something. So like to actually go and like open up their Amazon account and go up, do something. And I think that's like the barometer that I have every episode.
Mm.
So if someone, so basically like similar to how on like YouTube, right? Like what's the goal of a YouTube video to like rank more? It's like to get them to watch another video. And then like you do that consistently enough, like someone genuinely becomes a fan. So like the goal with the podcast is actually to really get people to like know, like, and trust the company, me, before ever taking another action. Because I feel like if we can accomplish that on the show, the rest is easy. So like we're not very pushy on like go get this thing right away and like then like take them through like go book a demo, go do this. I've always taken a very organic approach to it, which is just like, hey, like we're doing something cool every week, be sure to listen. And then just by the nature of sort of following us, they'll eventually start to hear mentions of the software, or sometimes I'll record like a little internal commercial for like 20-30 seconds if it relates to the topic. But it's never forced and it's always organic, and I'm always just trying to make sure that it's valuable so that they never think that like the purpose of the podcast is just to go book a demo. And I genuinely mean that. And it's, many people have said like you need to push it harder on the podcast. And I'm just like, that's not the goal of the podcast. Like it is sort of an entertainment platform. Like it's a learning platform. And like that's got to be the primary goal every single episode. Not like let's just tease them and get them to book a demo to get more. But no, it's like we want to create something good so that they come back for next time.
Do you have sponsors on your podcast, or is that a
No.
decision that you made that's not something that you're interested in doing? Or
Yeah, no, yeah. In a perfect world, we are our own sponsor. So periodically, if it fits into the episode, I will mention, like I'll cut into the episode and say like, hey, like we're talking about this and how to do it without any tool. But just FYI, if you're curious to learn more, we do this in our tool. Come and check it out. And
Mm.
it's pretty light. It doesn't interfere with that ultimate goal of being able to give people something useful.
Mm.
So that's something that I always think about.
And it's not pushy, it's not super
Right.
salesy, it's
Yeah.
it's information, but hey, it would be easier if I sometimes wonder, I was talking to a guy who wanted to do a webinar the other day, and he was asking for some advice on how to structure it and how to put it together. And it was just a glorified sales demo. It was all about his product. That's all he
Right.
wanted to talk about. And I think that's a mistake that a lot of founders fall into. We're so eager to tell the world about our product that we forget that that's not what the
Mm.
audience or what the customer wants. They've got a problem. They want to solve the problem. Maybe your product is tangentially related to solving that problem, but fundamentally, it's about I want to do the thing. So I really like your approach of make it as informative as possible. I want people to learn. I want people to be able to go and apply it. That's the barometer that you said you set for every episode. And then if they can take something that they learn on the show and they can learn how to do it manually, that's great. But if they can use your tool to accomplish that in a way that's faster or easier or better,
Right.
even better. I think that's a really nice way of seamlessly working your product mention into the show without it being sort of too salesy. I really like that approach. Can we do a bit of a tactical deep dive onto exactly how you should host a podcast? And maybe for anyone who's running a SaaS business at the moment who is thinking about, this sounds smart, maybe I could set up a podcast as well and use that as some top of funnel for our SaaS product. So what is something that everyone should know when they launch a podcast?
I think the first thing is if you're not having fun, nobody else is. It's ultimately people like go on their phones or like listen to something like, yes, you can say it's for learning, but like they also need to be entertained in some way. Cause like you're competing not just with your competitors' content, but like all the content on the internet, which is like fun and funny and exciting and like, all these different things. So the competition that you're competing with is very strong. So incorporate, elements in what so like make it fun for yourself, and like that will be infectious for people. So I think that's a key component to why you've had success. Like, we have like a 90-second podcast intro. We've gotten like Queen, Freddie Mercury impersonators singing, you know, Amazon advertising inspired songs. I've pulled out the guitar behind me and I've sang songs about Amazon advertising. So it's like, you got to have fun with it. And I think, if you can have fun and learn, like those are good, those are good teaching opportunities. Cause our, the second part of that is it's going to be useful. So like, why are people listening? And for us, it's a technical industry, like technical digital marketing. So I think it serves us well to sort of be like an encyclopedia for people,
Mm,
be a place where people can learn something that they can apply every week.
mm,
Um, that's incredible. So we have people that say they listen to it every week to like learn something and like push their setup further and try to get better results,
mm.
even if they don't use the tool. So I'm proud of that.
Hey, it's Ryan here. If you like that video, please click the like and subscribe button somewhere down there and check out the full interview right over here. Go on, click it. You know you want to.